Welcome back, everyone, to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Aging in Style with American Retirement Advisors. Joining us now, we have President and owner Joe Vitale calling in. Joe, thank you so much for calling in. How are you?
Doing good. Good morning, Blake. Merry Christmas. How are you doing?
Doing great. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you had a great holiday.
Yeah, it was great.
Good. All right, so before we begin, don't forget, for those of you at home, Joe's newsletter, Financial Vitals, for information on retirement and market trends. You can scan the QR code right now to get access to that. So, Joe, we've encountered quite a bit in the market for this year. What are the key takeaways in your year-end summary?
Key takeaways is, as we always talk about, is proper allocation, right? I mean, we talk about this ad nauseum, right?
Yeah.
But proper allocation, be properly diversified, make sure you've got money in the right positions. We've seen some really hot inflation numbers. We thought it was going to dissipate a little bit. Well, they said that it was going to, but actually it's coming in hotter than expected. It's starting to come down a little bit, but it's hanging around. It's definitely hanging around. We've also had a good CPI report right before Christmas, which everybody thought we were going to have a Santa Claus rally. But because actually things are doing good in the economy, the market kind of freaked out a little bit, says, wait a minute, what does that mean? More interest rate hikes are coming. Oh my gosh, what does that mean? So you know, we're going to see, that's kind of, but key takeaways. We talk about being properly allocated. If we are properly allocated, if we've got cash on hand, if we've got money, we can ride it out. It's okay to have money in the market. But you have to have cash on hand to make sure that your income is taken care of, proper income allocation. So bottom line, allocation is what we get back to.
How many times in a year do you think you say allocation, Joe?
I don't know, but as people are like, oh my gosh, enough already.
Oh no, it's important information. So, all right, Joe, will any of these spill into the new year? And if so, how do we maneuver around that?
Absolutely. We're going to see interest rates are going to continue to go up. The Federal Reserve will raise interest rates some more. They've already talked about it, which is, you know, when the CPI numbers came out, they knew that rates were going to go up again. So what does that mean? The cost of borrowing money is going to be a little bit higher. We are going to see the recession come in. Is it the end of the world? No, we've been through this before, but we are going to see a slowdown. So they're going to have to, by raising interest rates, that's going to slow down inflation. That's going to slow down the economy. That's going to slow down growth. We can still make it through, have good cash on hand, make sure we're out of debt, make sure that we don't have a lot of money going out. But also, there's also opportunities for very good rates of return. We're seeing 5 and 6% rate of return without risk, which is really, really good. So that's really a good way to have money, to have income if you need income to live on other than pension or Social Security, to have money coming out every month, just like clockwork, without having to worry about selling off investments or losing value.
Yeah.
So a lot of good things will be spilling, some things good, some things bad spilling into 2023, but it's okay. We know how to ride this. We know how to get through it.
Absolutely, and glad to have you guide us through it, some of it as well. So you're always talking about planning. What kind of recommendations do you have to prepare for a good 2023?
Well, 2023, I think a lot of people have already seen it. They're saying, you know, Joe, I'm done. If I can get out, man, I just want to retire. I want to be done. How do I do it?
Yeah.
Have your plan. Get your plan in place. Make sure you have a plan. Work the plan. You hear this all the time. What we love to do with our people is get them a nice 30-year forecast in mind. We do a nice compass, a nice roadmap. It shows them the next 30 years what that's going to look like. And if you're thinking you want to retire next year or the year after, we need to make sure that you can. And that's what a lot of people say, Joe, my gosh, as soon as you did this, I got clarity. I saw that I could do this. Show me how I can do this so I can transition into retirement and not worry about where my paycheck's going to come from, and make sure I got money coming in every month. So that's a big takeaway for 2023. We definitely want to get that plan in place. And you know, what is it? Without a plan, it's a wish, right?
Right.
We don't want to wish. We want to have something that we can follow. And our engineer clients love that as well, because they're big on spreadsheets. So we show them the whole thing and they love it.
You can't go wrong with spreadsheets.
That's right.
All right. So, of course, with the new year, we do a lot of resolutions as, you know, a society. And that includes financial resolutions. What can they put into practice as they go into 2023?
Best resolutions we can do: get out of debt, make sure that the debt is gone, because especially credit card debt, interest rate debt, everything's going to go up in price. So the more you can live on cash, the better. I know it's kind of intuitive to what everybody says out there. Everybody says, oh, you shouldn't do cash, credit. No. You definitely want to have cash on hand. It's okay to have credit, but you want to make sure you pay it off every month. Make the New Year's resolution to get that plan in place. A lot of people have been putting it off. Make sure you get your legal documents taken care of. My goodness, I can't tell you how many times people say, Joe, it's not time yet. I know I got to do it. And then it's too late. Get a hold of Carol Thomas. She's right here in Saginaw. She's wonderful. My office is right next to her. She's great, and she just does a great job for everybody. She knows how to protect their money. So when you're looking, get your financial house in order, get your legal house in order, and get that peace of mind. And that's just check that off. Check that off a New Year's resolution. Yes, of course, we all want to get healthy and stay fit, and I'm working on that too, and we're working the plan. But you have to get healthy in mind, body, soul, and financially. You have to make sure your legal house is in order, your financial house is in order, and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you say that's kind of the advice you give going into 2023? Your top advice?
Top advice, yeah. We are a holistic planner. That means we look at everything. We look at long-term care strategies. We look at asset preservation. We look at growth. We look at income. We look at stock market exposure. We're all about the whole picture, making sure that we take care. So my top pick for 2023 is, there are some great stocks out there. People are like, oh my gosh, the market's going down. It's going to continue to go down. Who knows? Nobody's got that crystal ball, right? And if you did, you wouldn't be listening, or you'd have millions and millions and billions of dollars. But the thing is with proper allocation, with making sure that you're in good quality blue chip stocks that are paying good dividends, that can ride it out. That's a very good defensive strategy. And also having safe money and having growth money. And we talk about, you can get good 5-6% rate of return without risk right now. My gosh, that's wonderful. So you definitely, top recommendations, look at being properly allocated, having good exposure, because when it does come up, you want to still get some of that, but also have a good, consistent rate of return. Get your legal house in order, your financial house in order. Get the plan for retirement. Stop putting it off before it's too late. And then it's a wish. It's like, my gosh, what do I do now?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I've got to say.
Very good, Joe. Well, this was a great discussion this morning. Thank you. Anything else you want to add?
No, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone, and really thankful to be part of, partnering with TV5 and all this. And we want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Very thankful for everyone, and God bless everyone.
I'll echo that as well. Have a Happy New Year, Joe. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Blake. Take care.
You too. Of course, you can get the latest financial news and market updates by getting Joe's newsletter, Financial Vitals. If you want more information on today's topic, head over to the Aging in Style page on our website, WNEM.com.